I like that.
Hello, welcome to Celebrity Chatter and Things That Matter with Elijah, and that's me. I'm interviewing Gabriel Davenport. You know him as Scuba from Thanksgiving.
How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
My first question is, what was your favorite memory on set of Thanksgiving?
Hmm. Favorite memory. Oh my gosh, there's so many. It would probably be all the times we were rapping. So you guys didn't know this, but Milo is a really good rapper. So is Jalen, and even Eli has some pretty good bars on him too. So it would be all the times where we randomly would just be sitting at a table or sitting outside, and we just start rapping, like just spitting lyrics. And I can't rap for nothing, so I just be enjoying those moments. I felt so like we were bonding, like the bros were just bonding. So I think that was one of my favorite moments.
Yeah, that sounds cool. It'd just be funny for somebody just burst out rapping, and you're
Like
like, oh,
literally just
cool.
out of nowhere, they would just find something, and then Jalen would just be like, "I moved the black to the shit," and just somehow make it rhyme. And then Milo would hop on and find something else in the room to make rhyme, and then Eli would just come in with his 1-2 chiming. And it was fun because it was like it felt like family.
Yeah, that sounds cool for sure. uh, do you have a funny or crazy behind the scenes story?
Oh, I guess I'll say this. So the scene where Yulia's, well, I guess spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers
Spoilers.
if you haven't seen the
The
movie.
scene where Yulia is about to get, all that stuff. Before leading up to it, they were telling me to land on my mark. So what I guess your mark is usually where they want you to land. So they say land on your mark. So you gotta find a way to get to your mark. And they're always like, okay, this is where we want you to be. Please land on this mark. And you don't think anything of it because you're an actor. That's your job. You just land on the mark.
Yeah.
But for some reason, there's this big machine. And I was like, hey, what's this machine do? And they're like, oh, it's just supposed to squirt the blood, but like it just kind of like it's not running right now. I was like, oh, cool. I didn't think anything of it. So now we're doing the scene, and we're getting to like Yulia, and I run to the spot where it's all supposed to happen. And when the blood splatter came, so if you've seen the commercial or you've seen if you watched it already, you see the blood splatter right on my face, and the genuine reaction of shock. I am genuinely reacting to this because I did not think I was going to happen at all. So it splatted on me, and I'm there like, and then I see they're not saying cut, they're still rolling. So you just got to get right back into the zone, and that's when you see me kind of like slip and get back into it because I genuinely didn't know what was happening. So then afterwards, like everybody came up to me, they're like, "Oh my gosh, like dude, that was so real. Like that was amazing. How did you do it?" And I'm like, "Well, it was real. I didn't think you guys were gonna do that." So like yes, it was the most genuine reaction because I didn't know what was going on. So that was
Yeah,
one of the funny like interesting behind the scenes moments that happened.
yeah, that's great. That's the best type of reactions you could get. Genuine reactions.
Genuine reaction, honestly, yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. When you're doing a scene, you want to make sure everything is as real as possible. So stuff
yeah,
like that. Again, that also it plays because Eli told him not to tell me, so it also plays on how good of a director he is to really get his actors to really be in the zone. Because if he told me beforehand, I'd be preparing for it. Even if I unconsciously, I'd be just be preparing for it because I know it's going to be right there. But the fact that he didn't tell me, it made for a really good
yeah,
genuine.
yeah. That's definitely cool. Cool story. Yeah. Uh, what is your favorite thing about acting?
My favorite thing about acting. Hmm. Well, I used actually no. I guess it always was to inspire people. I love I love seeing people either following the same path or similar paths, just doing what they really believe in, what they dream of, what they love, and having them watch me do what I'm doing and be inspired by that. Because I think that's so beautiful. I think
Yeah,
we're not just here to just be. for ourselves. We're here for other people, and as much as you can help other people through what you love to do, I think that's such a beautiful thing. So that's like the thing I love the
Yeah.
most about acting is inspiring people. Because what platform do you really get to have in entertainment to be so big and get everybody out there to see what you're doing and then be able to inspire them with what you're doing? I think that's the beautiful thing about movies, because a lot of movies inspire us to do what we want to do.
Yeah. I like it. That's a great thing for anybody in the world. Just
Yeah,
do what you want to do, man.
exactly.
Yeah.
And inspire while you can too.
When did you when in your life did you figure out you wanted to do this?
So I feel like as you grow up, you always have this thing in the back of your mind that I feel like, here's the thing. I grew up in a biblical background, so I always believe that God gives you something you are meant to do. Like
Yeah.
you just know, but you kind of have to find it at the same time. Even though innately inside of you, you know what you want to do, you haven't narrowed it down to what it is you're supposed to do. So I felt like I always wanted to be an actor, but I didn't know how to go about it. So I tried to find different things to put where I was. So I tried to do like public speaking or public relations or something else that I thought would get me in that area, or just be around speaking to people and talking to people and motivating people, inspiring people. So when my, like, I guess it really hit me and it was probably like in after high school, actually. I was supposed to go to Seattle and be a preacher. That's what I thought I was supposed to do. That's where I thought my path was supposed to go. And 4 days before we sign up for the program and everything's like supposed to go, we're supposed to leave. Like 4 days before we're supposed to leave, my mom and dad like, we're cutting everything. We're not sending you. And this is like October, so it's like it's too late to sign up for school. I don't know what to do with my life. I'm like, bro, like, God, what do I do? And in that moment, my mom was like, hey, do you want to go to the flower store? And this was probably like a week or two after the devastating news, I guess, at the time. And something, it's like God inside me said, go with her. So I went with her, and she's like, I've always seen you walk down the red carpet. And I was like, Mom, at this point, I would try anything, because I've pretty much done all that I thought I want to do or I'm supposed to do. So I guess when I was probably like 2017, how old was I? Maybe 18, 19? I think it was 18. I think I was
Wow.
18. So pretty much, I guess when I was like 18, I finally realized again, like, let me really try this. Let me really put some effort into figuring out how to be an actor. Because before I didn't really put any effort.
Well, if you didn't follow God, you wouldn't be here right now.
I would not be here right now. I'll tell you that much. I don't know where I'd be. Don't know where I'd be, man. Not Seattle either. Not being a preacher.
Yeah, you would be in there. What was your favorite scene to film in Thanksgiving?
Favorite.
If
Oh, I loved all the stunt stuff. So like pretty much I tried to do pretty much all of my fighting stuff I did. So everything of like the little stuff. The only thing I believe I didn't do is when I fell off the boat. And that too I wanted to do, but they were like, just for safety issues, we don't want you doing it. But I was like, dude, like I could do it. Let me do it. Because I wanted to do everything and I loved it. So I did all my stunt stuff to the best of my ability. And those were the best moments, honestly. Like just doing all the choreography. It's again, spoilers for those people who don't know. But
Yeah.
if Thanksgiving too, I pray that there's a lot more stunt stuff for Scuba,
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Me and my dad want to be stuntmen. Unless it's a little too crazy, like jumping off a bridge. I probably don't want to do that. But we want to do our own stunts if it's not too crazy. It's
It's
from what
fun.
you said, it's
Fun.
fun.
It's really
Yeah.
fun. Like again, if it's nothing crazy, or if you're a thrill seeker, you never know. You might want to do it. All your stuff like
Yep.
Tom Cruise, because Tom Cruise does the whole nine yards.
He's crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, if you're not too afraid, yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
of fun in doing them. It's a lot of fun.
I bet. Yeah, it sounds like fun.
Because it's like you're playing around. You're just having like
Yeah.
one giant playground. Honestly,
That's a good way to describe it. Yeah.
I guess that's acting. Like it's really truly just one giant playground for all those kids to have fun, and be who they want to be and be different characters. It's
Yeah.
it's imagination, right? It's like
Yes.
creating
Yes.
these characters that don't exist necessarily and making them a reality, like making them exist. So we're all just giant kids.
Yeah, you're getting paid to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like a fun job right there. Do you have any props from Thanksgiving?
I
If you
have
do.
my scuba jacket. Give me one sec. I have my scuba jacket. That's about it, I believe.
This just in. Scuba is going to get his scuba jacket.
I don't know if you can see it. So I got the original scuba jacket right here.
That's
And then
cool.
there's this other thing that I got made myself, but I love bucket hats, so I got the Thanksgiving scuba bucket hat going on.
Nice. Yeah.
I got some of them made for like most of the cast, so it was pretty cool to see everybody wearing these bucket hats. So yeah, that, and I guess the jacket. There's this ring that I wanted to keep just because it was fake. It was just a ring this ring that Scuba always had on. I don't know. I just wanted to keep it because I was like, oh, this would be dope. They're like, no, we can't find another one. I was like, all right.
Dang. Yeah. Now, if people have questions for Gabriel, feel free to in the comments. And we have this game called 100 Questions. And we have 100 questions here.
100.
And you can pick a number, 1 through 100. We'll find that number. There'll be a question there. We'll ask it. So what's your first number?
76.
76.
Mm-hmm. 1 through 176. Let's go to a high number.
What is your favorite candy?
Oh, I love candy. Oh, I love
Me too.
Sour candy is my favorite candy. I love. Oh my god, this is hard. Dude, I have to pick one. Okay, ultimate. Like if I was to die today, what would be the last candy that I would eat? Oh my gosh. I think I would have to be sentimental and just choose like Sour Patch Kids.
There you go.
Yeah, I think it would be Sour Patch Kids just because like I feel like that was the first sour candy I ever had.
Yeah, so I love Sour Patch Kids.
I think it'd be Sour Patch Kids.
Mhm. I really love like Toxic Waste.
Oh, I used to love Toxic Waste until those things burned my tongue. I was like, no more.
One time, I went to Jamestown for a 5th grade school trip, and we took charter buses. It was really cool.
Ooh.
Really comfy and stuff. It was better than Jamestown, to be honest. But we went to the gift shop, and somebody bought me a whole thing of Toxic Waste.
Oh wow!
And I ate so much on the charter bus when we were going back to the school, and I got really sick. But I was fine the next day.
Yeah, candy would do that too. Candy would do that too. And then I wish somebody would invent like an anti-cavity thing so that I would never get cavities and I could eat all the sour candy I want.
I'm surprised I've never gotten a cavity before.
Oh, candy! Wow, good for you. I used to get a lot. I used to get a lot.
Not yet.
I even got these right here. These are called chews. You can see them right here. Chews. They're like this sour gum kind of candy that you can find. Like I guess you might not be able to find them in Canada. I mean, in the States, maybe they're called chews in the States, but over here, I guess they're also called chews here too. But we find them at a place called Bulk Barn, and I don't think that's a States thing, but you'll probably be able to find these. They're sour gums. They're so dope. That's my guilty pleasure, cool. Right there.
Yeah, I want to try it now.
Because right now I'm on a keto diet, so I'm trying to avoid as much carbs as I can. So it's hard. It's tempting. I haven't had Sour Patch Kids in a while.
Yeah. I love it when I try new candies just because, I'm like, ooh, I wonder what this tastes like. So now I just, anytime there's a question, a candy, I want to try it.
Oh, me too.
I don't care if it's there's a bug in it. I want to try it. I've never had a bug candy. Have you?
I've never had a bug candy either. I'm too afraid. No matter how I'm like, I don't know about that one.
Yeah. I mean, I want to, but I don't.
I know what you
Maybe
mean.
one day.
I know what you mean. You're like, ooh, this kind of looks good, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to eat that bug.
Yeah. Because it's just in the middle. Because when you're done eating the actual candy part, oh, this is the
Yeah,
bug.
you gotta eat the
Gotta,
bug.
yeah.
You gotta go home, go big to go home. You can't
Yeah.
wait. So
Yeah.
I don't know, me. Yeah, I might avoid the bug candy. So I think that's me. I'll avoid the bug candies.
I love spicy candies too.
Spicy candies.
Yeah.
I've never had a spicy candy.
Really?
No.
Wow.
Me, I'm just fully sour. I just love sour candy.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I care for.
Yeah.
There's these things called sour tongues that I think they're only in the States. I can never find them over here. But there's, bro, if you ever find these things called sour tongues, they're like just like yay big-ish and just flat. They taste so good.
Ooh. I
I
want
don't
to
know
try
where I don't know where you'll find them, but one day you'll find them and you'll be like, yes, thank you, Gabe.
it.
Promise you.
Yeah. If I see it, I will try to find it for sure. Yeah.
Do I
We
pick
have a
another
question.
number?
Huh?
Oh, do you have a question or pick a
We have
number?
a question from the comments.
Oh.
The scary guy. That's the guy asking the question. Which movie or horror movie do you love?
Which movie or horror movie do I love? See, I was a big scaredy cat, so I didn't watch much horror movies growing up. But my favorite one that scared the living out of me was Paranormal Activity. That found footage stuff blew my mind. I was like, bro, this looks real because it literally is.
It does, yeah.
And I was like, this is like the greatest thing. And I watched every single Paranormal Activity because that terrified me. I was like, dude, I want that's scary. Like all the other, like they use the most basic formula of horror: jump scares, weird stuff, demons, boom, and made a hit.
Yeah, that's the definition of horror.
Like right it just made a freaking hit right there, and made a huge amount of money, and then made like 7 other movies.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
So that is definitely my favorite horror movie. I don't want to watch it though because I'm terrified. Yeah, that'll be
one
it.
time, I was with my dad just alone one day, and my mom was at work, and I wanted to watch a new scary movie, and he gave me a couple choices, and one of the choices was Paranormal Activity, and I was like, okay, let me just see the trailer. After I saw that trailer, I said, no, I'm not watching that movie. Yeah. The trailer was enough for me. That's all I need.
I agree with you. I sure never watched the rest of them either, but I kept going back. I was terrified, but I kept going back. I said, you know what? One more won't hurt, and it hurt every single time. But he was a genius, dude. Like he only spent, I believe it was like 20 grand to make the whole film and made like over 100 million, which is like insane.
That's
such
crazy.
a basic formula. And boom, made millions. So he's a genius in my mind.
Oh yeah. What's your next number?
Let's do 33.
33.
Interesting number. Cult number, I think. Freemasonry numbers and stuff. 33. Yeah, the mysterious 33.
Have you ever caught your kitchen on fire?
I guess this would count. Not on fire like the whole kitchen, but I definitely almost blew up the kitchen. Tell you that much. So we were cooking, me and my brother, late night. So it was like probably like 1 in the morning. We were cooking bacon in the oven. And I guess, like bacon grease, it gets really greasy. And I don't know what happened, why the fire started in the oven, but we left the oven alone like idiots and went upstairs. And like 20 minutes later came back down. And there's just a fire in the oven. And we were like, bro, what the heck do? We don't know how to deal with this. And that's when we had to call mom, to call the big dog. I screamed, Mom, at like 1 a.m. I'm surprised I survived the night after that, because if the fire didn't kill me, it definitely was her. And but I don't even know how she stopped it, bro. I don't even remember how she stopped the fire. I don't know what she did, because a grease fire, I think you can't just pour water on it. You gotta like do something else.
Fire extinguisher.
She saved the day. That's all I know. So yeah, almost, I guess, in a sense, I almost burnt down the house, but thank God I didn't.
Yeah. At least you had your brothers to blame also.
Yeah, exactly. I blame most of it on him. So, Mom, it wasn't me. It was all him. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Do you have brothers or sisters?
No.
Oh, it's just you.
Thank God.
Huh? Thank God. I like that one. That's good.
What's your next number?
Let's do, okay, I did 76 and I did 33. Let's do 17.
17.
17.
Toilet paper. Over or under?
I've done both, so what's more efficient? I feel like depending on how close the roll thing is to the holder, if it's over, it pulls faster. But sometimes, if it's not close, when it pulls under, it's faster. So I think it depends on how close your roll is to the holder.
Never really thought about that.
You gotta get deep with this stuff, man. I would say over. Maybe over. No, under. I think under. Nah, I lied. Over. I'm gonna go with over.
Yeah. Over.
I'll go with over. What about you? What do you say? Under or over?
I don't know. You messed me up now.
You're thinking about it now. You're like, oh, is it too close?
I mean, I would just say over. Yeah. Always over. Because since until now, if I ever went to a restaurant or wherever and the toilet paper was under, I would always flip it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't.
I know now. See, when you think like that, you're like, oh, I don't know. Maybe it is under. Maybe it could be over. Depends on how close it is, because it might get stuck too close to the back, and then under is hard to pull.
It's crazy.
Gotta get deep with this stuff.
I'm definitely gonna test it. But what's your next number?
Let's do 71 then, since I did 17.
71.
Yeah.
Do you have a best friend growing up that you still keep in touch with?
Oh yeah, all my homies pretty much. So everybody from elementary school. I even still talk to my elementary school principal. That's how deep it goes. He's like another father. He's like a father figure to me. So I still talk to most of the people from elementary school. If they didn't move away or just, drift apart, I usually talk to everybody from there still to this day.
Yeah, that's good.
All of them. I love them. I'll never let go of it. I feel like there's a beautiful thing in creating friendships from that young and grooming it, growing it, harvesting it, and then like having it to be beautiful. Because a lot of people they either get rid of their elementary school friends or their high school friends and find new college friends or just new life friends. But I feel like if you keep people around for a long time, they're just your friends forever. They're your best friends. They're your brothers and your sisters. Like they never leave, even if you're 10,000 miles away. You're still brothers. Because I don't always see all my homies all the time, but when I do, it's like we saw each other the other day.
Yeah, that's a good friendship right there.
Yeah. I think, especially for you, Elijah, keep your elementary school friends, because when you do get to my age and your dad's age, there's not many friends left that you can really rely on. And if you have all those people from elementary school, you built those bonds. You'll always have them no matter what.
Yeah. My dad has a friend still from preschool, which is
there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever I make a friend, whatever, I always try to get their number. So if they move away, I still have their number. So you
can FaceTime, you can Zoom, you can play video games with them now. Yeah. Like we've been playing Call of Duty with everybody. So there's a lot of things you can do to keep in touch with your friends.
Yeah. For sure. What's your next number?
Do lucky number 10.
10.
That's probably not a lucky number, but hey, we'll use it anyways.
What's your best dad joke?
Oh, I don't even know if I have any of those. Dad joke. Oh my gosh. What's something my dad used to say? I don't know. I don't know if I have any or even remember a dad joke. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I don't know if I could remember any or I have it. I know my dad used to say a lot of weird stuff. That's funny.
Can be
Yeah,
simple. Doesn't really matter.
I guess if you're just seeing like a cheesy joke or whatnot, it's what's the Tennessee one? You're the only 10 I see, I guess. Or is that more of a pickup line? Is that a joke or a pickup?
Whatever you want it to be, really.
I guess it's a joke or a pickup line. I guess you pick one. You pick it. Yeah. You pick it. On the night you pick it. If it's a joke or a pickup line. Yeah, do you have any dad jokes?
I don't know. I could say a knock knock joke, but I don't know.
What's a knock knock joke?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Actually, I don't remember any now.
I know when you're on the spot, you have no idea. God, you're like, what? I had so many. They're gone. It happens. It happens.
It happens.
It even happens in acting too. You just blank sometimes, even though you know your lines. You just randomly, your brain just goes, boop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it'll be right back. 2 seconds later, you're like, oh.
Yeah. What's your next number?
Let's do number one.
Number one.
Number one.
What is one thing you can't live without?
Oh, Jesus. That's easy.
Yeah.
Can't live without him, bro.
There we go.
That's my pops. That's my guy.
Yeah.
Can't live without him.
Sure. I would agree with you on that one.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Fellow believer.
Mm-hmm.
What's your number?
Yeah. What's your next number?
Let's do 100 then.
100.
Go to 100 then, you know?
If you could do life all over again, would you?
Wow. I'll give you two answers. My main hard answer is no, because I believe everything happens for a reason, and I'm here today for a reason. You know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, I could be a lot richer if I could redo things, you know? Apple stock, Bitcoin, Google. You know, there's a lot of things I would probably invest in, you know? I'd probably be in a lot more movies and shows because I would already know they're coming. So I'd just be like, hey, I want to be an investor. Just put me in the movie. So yeah, I guess so obviously my heart answer no, but just for the fun's sake answer, yeah, that'd be pretty dope if you could redo it. There's a lot of things you could do.
Mm-hmm. Like, mistakes happen for a reason, not just because God wants to do something bad to you, but he wants you to learn something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's always a lesson in almost everything.
Mm-hmm. What's your next number?
Next number, let's do 16. 16.
What is your hidden talent? If you have a hidden talent.
If you kind of see it. Here, let me see if I put the camera. Look at my eyes. It's I don't know how I figured this out, but if you could kind of let me see. Let me bring it close. Okay. Can you kind of see that? I don't know if you could see it. Did you see it?
Kind of.
Like
a lazy eye.
Like I could shake.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I don't know why I could like shake my eyes. I don't know how I learned how to do that.
Yeah, I see that.
I somehow learned how to do that. But so that is my weird hidden talent that I learned how to do. And I guess I could do that Dwayne Johnson.
There you go. Yeah,
brother. That's it. That's all I got. And then I could maybe do some break dancing and stuff. Maybe.
You want to show me? No, I'm just kidding.
Getting kind of old.
And we'll have one last question. Do you know any sign language?
Dude, I don't.
Is there any sign language you'd like to learn?
Yeah, but I probably shouldn't learn it. But I probably shouldn't want to learn it, I should say. But I guess just hello, because I don't even know what that is. And maybe, one day I could at least say hello. Oh, is that literally it? It's just this? Oh, okay. Well, let me do one that's a bit harder. What about I love you? This?
Yep.
Oh, wow. It's just that? So simple. Even though it's so complex, I love you. I think it's a beautiful
It's
song.
because this is I in sign language, and then
I
this is love,
love.
and then yeah, I love, and then yeah,
I guess. Oh, and then that it
yeah,
would just pretty. Yeah, it
and
makes
yeah.
the sentence.
Or wait,
Oh,
I don't know. That's not it. Wait, what? This is why.
For you. Why is called?
Oh, that's confusing. Get it? I
Love you.
I love
love.
this.
I guess. I guess it would be similar to like I guess certain like I've been trying to learn a little bit of Spanish. I don't know a lot, and in French too they have like how we in English we have slang.
Yeah.
So, like it just be like, instead of saying I love you, it's just yo love you. So I guess I'm assuming you guys would also just have slang. So like you maybe this part you don't have to explain all of it, but because this means I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how if I say yo I love you, or just love you, or just yo, you would know what I mean. You know
Yeah.
what makes
Right.
sense?
Yeah. That's slang basically.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
the slang,
Yeah. I never really thought about that.
yeah. 'Cause everybody has slang because even in the Spanish they're teaching us like the such proper ways of saying things, and then I have Spanish friends that are like, dude, you don't have to say it like that. You don't have to use the female version of the word or the male version of the word. You just say the word, and I'm like,
Mm.
oh, so it just makes it a little bit more complex. So I guess in the same way that you just have little slang things that mean the same thing that shortens how you say it.
Yeah. I know a little Spanish, but I know sign language, English.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know a lot more than a lot of people.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, thank you so much for your time and doing this interview with me. It was a lot
Yeah,
of fun.
I was. I was
And
good.
I'd like to thank our wonderful interpreter, Hope, for spending her time doing this. And yeah, thank you.
Stand-up comedian, eh?